Many people are unaware that we hold their funds.
We have money for pretty much almost anybody.
Money, Oregon and Washington have hundreds of millions of dollars they want to give back to people, maybe even you.
In a KOIN 6 special report, our Dan Tilkin looks at how both states are making big changes to their unclaimed property programs, hoping to reunite people and even government agencies with money that's just waiting to be claimed. Dan?
Yeah, so the money could come from uncashed rebates or checks, maybe forgotten bank accounts, security deposits, or many other sources. And despite these tough times we're in, we discovered the states are receiving record amounts of money they'd really like to pass on to the rightful owners. All right, this is exciting. On Prize Patrol, surprising someone they have money just waiting to claim. Except this is a pandemic and uninvited guests might not be welcome. Instead, we must settle for a less dramatic and far more confusing introduction. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hi, is this John Smith?
Yeah.
Hey, John, my name is Dan Tilkin. I work for KOIN TV Channel 6, and I have a really strange reason for calling you. I'm calling this particular John Smith because I put his common name into the Oregon Unclaimed Cash database, and he was the first of over 1,000 John Smith entries I was able to reach, and surprised that he has an unspecified amount of greater than $100 coming to him. And so that's why I was calling you.
Well, that is a surprise.
Despite the lack of fanfare we were hoping for, the state of Oregon has $800 million and Washington $1.4 billion. They'd really like to get back to the right people. Usually states have to wait for people to search their database to see if they're owed money. But in the fall, Oregon became one of the first states to try a new proactive strategy of mailing nearly 11,000 Oregonians checks for unclaimed cash in amounts between $50 and $2,500 for a total of $3.2 million. But only about 2/3 of the checks they sent were cashed.
The biggest challenge there with people is, especially during this time of fraud and uncertainty, is making sure that they know this is a legitimate effort. There's a reason why the state is sending them money and we want them to cash that check, right? Because if they don't cash it, then it's going to come right back here in unclaimed property.
I asked Washington if it could try the same proactive approach, but Washington doesn't have an income tax, and that means it doesn't have current contact information to mail checks. But this spring, the state is upgrading its website to be like Oregon's and much more user-friendly.
We're going to have a fast-track program where folks that if they file a claim online and it meets certain criteria that we've defined, that claim will automatically get paid.
We also discovered the states hold a lot of money for government agencies. Washington County has just over $12,000. Clackamas County, over $14,000, and Marion County a little more. The city of Portland, over $85,000.
Do you think it's at all a case of government being lazy and not doing their due diligence and getting the money back for taxpayers?
I don't think so. I think from what we see, is a consistent pattern of them claiming it. If those properties are very old, they're not even on their accounting books anymore. So they are struggling with how to claim that and where to apply it.
Overall, the state of Oregon has seen a 40% increase in people or agencies claiming their cash in just the last few months. And that may soon include John Smith. When I called him, he was taking his cat to the veterinarian, which you can see from his text message back resulted in a $240 bill. And his hope, the greater than $100 coming to him, will be almost like a coupon against that vet bill. Bye-bye. We found him. There you go, $100. All right, because so many people are making claims right now, it's actually taking the state of Oregon a while to get the money back to people, 8 to 10 months. So that's kind of the bad news.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hey, so what happens, Elizabeth and I were wondering, to the millions that stay unclaimed?
So both states, they earn interest off of that money, which helps the state.
Right.
But the original amount of money, never goes to the state. It stays there, and an error could eventually step forward and claim that money. And we do have links at coin.com in the story for how you claim that money. You can also call them.
And it's interesting when you punch your name up on those state-authorized websites. It's interesting. People are often shocked to find out, I got a little money. And then sometimes they remember, oh, yeah, that's from,
Yeah, my mom has two, and my father, who's no longer alive, there's one under his name, so I'm going to take care of that.
And you checked, and I have one.
You
out
have
there.
one, too.
Yeah.
So interesting. And the thing is, it's just too bad, Dan, we don't have you working for all of us individually because you are so helpful at that. But, you know.
If I find some spare time, maybe I will.
You're always digging for new information. Dan, great report. Thank you.